It's been a while, troops, but the catch-up has returned. We will be hitting you up every month with a catch-up episode, and this is the very first month of 2026. This is January's catch-up. We're talking all things Marvel. We're talking all things Star Wars. We're talking Invincible. We're talking Mario. We're talking all sorts of good stuff here on this month's episode of the catch-up. Welcome in, one and all, to the With Mates podcast. What's happening, troops, and welcome back to the With Mates podcast. My name is Andrew Grayson, your extraordinarily average host of this podcast, and I am back with another catch-up. I'm not going to lie, I was going to try and say podcast host extraordinaire, fucked it up, then I became quite bashful that I was making myself out to be an extraordinary podcast host, so then I says I was extraordinarily average. That's how my little ADHD brain works. Welcome in. Joining me on this month's episode, on this week's episode, on this day's episode of the With Mates catch-up, he is the triple barrel man, he is the fearless leader, he is our very own Palpatine, he is Craig Andrew Mooney.
You are extraordinary, Andrew. Don't you worry. All right, you're an extraordinary podcast host. I'll say it for you.
Try my best. And he is the smacky one. He smacks your bitch up. He is Polly Smack Polster.
Super Smack himself is here. And I don't know, like, maybe you're on the money with that description there, Andrew. Like, some of us have had a go at hosting. And maybe, like,
yeah, I still need to. I'm still Christ. I've still got sellotape on my fucking light fixtures and stuff. I'm still moving in here fully, so I've not had a chance to watch this incredible episode.
We're gonna get you to react to your bit about you live when we all meet in person for something very special. We thought that'd be one of the nice things to do when we're all together.
That's clever. Yeah, definitely we'll do that. So yeah, we will be meeting up very soon in person. We're just booking studio space just now to get we're a wee bit behind. We have missed a month, and there has been some banger hits in January, which is a bit of a gutter. So we're going to do a fantasy movie draft mid-February, and that'll be like throughout the year and stuff like that. We'll try and be on the ball next year and get it done early January, but this year just so many things, people moving houses, people with jobs, all that kind of shit. So that will be coming up. But this week's episode, we are going to change. The catch-up is now going to be a monthly thing. We're going to talk all about the news that's happened in January, all the trailers, all the movies, all the reviews, all that kind of stuff. And we'll do that month to month. As I say, we're going to be very active on TikTok. So for things that are breaking in the viral news, we will be talking about that on TikTok and all that good stuff. But how are we, chaps? It's been a while since we've had a wee catch-up sit down. So what's been happening with you guys?
Oh,
It's all good.
It's been
I love that you're both
crazy.
so polite that you wait for the other person to start talking and then we both talk at the exact same fucking time.
Yeah. We've got this into a fine art now, Andrew. All right, we know what we're doing. It's been 3 years now. We've got this.
Yeah,
we've got this. No, I've been busy as always. It's been a bit of a mad time. It continues to be a mad time, and if things go the way we think it's going to go, 2026 is going to be the maddest year of my life. So I'm kind of preparing for that as we speak. But yeah, can't talk about anything yet. But it's going to be crazy. Going to be crazy.
Nice. We like it. Paul?
I have spent at least the last 18 hours glued to a screen, sorting through numbers and everything, because I have been finishing my tax return. Blessed.
Oh, the joys.
Name. And so I don't know which way is up right now, and I'm kind of just like, what's going on? You said, do you want to hop on for a podcast? I'm like,
please.
What day is it? Sure. Yeah, anything. That's where I am right now. So I'm just like recovering from that whole experience.
Just seeing numbers.
Other than that, yeah, great.
Just like
it's like Rain Man.
Yeah.
Just like.
What was the one?
But instead of being able to put the numbers together, I just struggle with like what am I doing?
Lovely. Well, I'm back to normality, so my focus at the minute will be this podcast. I've got other wee jobs and auditions and all that kind of stuff, but no longer in Pantoland. I'm no longer in the land of the Boz. If you've been following my social media, you'll see all this stuff I've been posting about it. Did the Weather of Boz, did Snow White, but now I am very much back in the old unemployment line. Come on, we fucking love being an actor. But yeah, so what we're going to do in this episode, we're going to talk about some of the biggest news, some of the biggest trailers that have dropped, And I think there's only really one place to start, and it is, of course, with Marvel. They have been very much on the old conveyor belt of IP and fucking just try to get as much out as they possibly can. So, let's start with Doomsday. Have we all watched all the Doomsday trailers?
I think I've seen one.
Oh, Paul. Paul.
Paul, they're like 30 seconds long. What are you doing?
I think I've seen one.
Which
and
one?
It was the one that made my eyes roll, and then I was like, I don't need to see the rest of them just now. It was, of course, the Chris Evans one.
Right.
Like, so I'm like, what are we doing? We gave him the send off. He had about as good of a send off, other than Robert Downey Jr. in a comic book movie you could get, and now they're both coming back. What is wrong with you? Let them die. God
Paul,
damn it, let them die.
I agree.
Paul, we've been over this and over this and over this, right? To get the fucking normal people that don't go to the cinema every week like we do, to get them in, to get bums on seats. And again, it just makes sense from... We don't know what the story is, but in terms of what I know for the story and the rumours that it's what it's going to be about multiversal and all that stuff, it does make sense. And a lot of the stuff, however... Wait your turn.
Young man.
Right? This is the thing, and again, it's stuff that I've said to... I'm pointing, but I'm editing this, so to you, Lara, I can do what I want. The one thing I will say, look, I understand it, and I don't think the opinion's wrong, right? I agree. I think Tony Stark's death was fantastic. I think the send-off was really, really good. I think the same with Chris Evans. It was a lovely send-off to see him with Peggy Carter, all that stuff. I completely agree. However, if you look at the state that the MCU's been in, and again, I've been very much high-praising it, it's not what it once was, right? So you're now going, right, let's swing big. Let's bring the Russo brothers back. Let's bring Robert Downey Jr. back. Let's bring Chris Evans back. And I trust that they will, if it makes story sense, I think it's the right thing to do. If it doesn't make story sense, I will hold my hands up and go, yep, kind of wasted. But from what I've heard, from what I've seen, from rumours, from like, again, Nerdist and New Rockstars are the people that I go to for like Easter egg stuff and all that kind of thing. The story that they're telling, to me, makes sense. It's not as if they're pulling this out of nowhere. There's comic book runs that have had this kind of stuff. There's things within... Now, I think this is just happy coincidence. There's things within what's happened in, like, say, Ultron, that they're now going, maybe this was Doom's plan entirely, or this... Like, there's things that I'm going, oh, they might... Again, with the way fandom goes, none of this will be relevant and it won't be anything to do with this, but there's just wee things that they can use, like the suit of armor around the world. You can relate that to Doom. The one thing I will say is there was a Von Doom Easter egg in Moon Knight, and there was a big castle in Moon Knight that looked like Doom's castle and stuff. So everything I'm hearing about Doomsday, I'm so excited, and it's just fun to get the Avengers, and it's fun that we're going to get Chris Evans back. I don't give a fuck. Right, we're past the point of like we enjoyed it. This is a new chapter, and it's a final chapter. This is
Deadpool and Wolverine all over again.
No,
come on, no.
This
is Deadpool and Wolverine all over again. It was a fun wee movie. Completely destroyed Logan though, like completely just obliterated that any.
But it didn't destroy it though, because this is the thing. It's like there are so many different and variable comic books. We still have that movie. We still have that story. That story is ended. You don't need to go and watch the rest.
No, that's the whole point, though. The story hasn't ended. They made a
point of
digging up his skeleton, and that's kind of what they're doing with Doom here. Well, it's not like we've not had. It's not like we haven't had 10 years or so since Endgame came out to build up new people. And what have we done? We've absolutely shat the bed.
Oh no, I agree.
The bed we have,
but I agree, so and again, but this is what I'm saying though, is they're doing a reset. To me, this is them hitting the reset button for essentially right. We tried, we fucked it up, so now we need to try and do it again. And the big confusing thing about the MCU just now was the multiverse, and they're like, right, let's end the multiverse, and that's what they're doing. So to me, it makes sense if you're going to do one of these big colossal movies and you haven't made stars of people like Shang-Chi or the Eternals, or any other characters, Adam Warlock, whoever you've introduced, you didn't do Blade, whatever. you've not made these stars, so it makes sense, right? Let's bring in our other stars that could be able to. And again, from a wrestling point of view, they'll give them the fucking rub, so that when like you get your new Black Panther or whoever it is, it's, again, you've got circumstances like that as well. Black Panther should have been the main guy. He obviously passed away and all that kind of stuff. To me, this is the reset button. And again, it goes back to something I said to Craig as well. He didn't like 28 years later because of the ending, but I'm going, yeah, but just ignore that and just enjoy the rest of that. Like, if you like Logan and you like that story, that's fine. That story can be your wee thing. You don't need to watch the rest. I mean, you do, because we do a podcast. But you get my point. If that's your ending for Wolverine,
I do.
Yeah, but that's my point. If that's your ending for Wolverine, that's fine. But right, let's get into this, right? Because you've not watched them all. So Craig, I'm going to ask you, rank your 4. What was the best to worst?
There was 4.
Yeah, there was 4, Paul.
And two of them were really good.
Yeah.
Like, really good.
I'll go reverse order. So I'll go one I didn't care about as much. The Black Panther Wakanda one is ranked there. Probably nearly tied for that would probably be the Chris Evans one. Then I'd go Thor. Yep. Then I'd go X-Men. Yeah. X-Men was fucking brilliant.
Mate.
I was so excited.
X-Men was so good. Yeah. So, Paul, you can go and watch this, but we'll give you a quick breakdown. It's opens up, it's the X-Manor. You hear, I'm pretty sure is it Magneto's voice?
It's Ian McKellen's
voice.
Ian McKellen's narrating it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you hear his voice, but then you see Patrick Stewart, and then you see Ian McKellen, and Ian McKellen looks so old, but he's like, I just love Ian McKellen. He's such a fucking wonderful person, and he's amazing at Magneto. So you see those two people, and then you get fucking Cyclops takes his laser beam, what would you call it, like duller, and just fucking explodes with like his full power, and I'm like, yes, this is what we need for fucking James Marsden as Cyclops and stuff.
Is it?
It's
it
look.
was the proper costume.
Yeah, it's full costume. It's X-Men 97 style costume.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, cool.
To me, this is why I don't mind. Yes, there's going to be things like you saying about Chris Evans coming back. His one, he's had a baby. Cool. Chris Evans is returning. That's what that one was for. The Black Panther was just to show, Fantastic Four are here. If you can go into it more, like all the water's drained, so all the Namor civilization people what have happened to them? Yeah, exactly. I don't even know the
Atlantis.
Yeah. Is that it? Atlantis has been drained. How did that happen? Fantastic Four are now on 616. How did they get here? All that kind of stuff. Thor one was just like, Thor's back.
We're
like,
going
Thor's
back.
no longer fucking
Shakespearean
Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
It's Thor that we know. It's war-torn Thor, which was fun. But yeah, the X-Men to me is like, we've had Xavier, we've had Logan, we've had Beast in the MCU, but it's felt as if they are like not quite the X-Men that we grew up with. This isn't X-Men, this isn't X2, it's not Last Stand. Having Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart and then James Marsden, you're like, yes, these are the people, this is the stuff. This is toy box stuff for me, right? And it's not going to be for everybody, but this is like, I don't know, like when I was a kid, I had loads of wrestling figures and stuff like that, but I also had Batman figures.
Yeah.
So there was times when Stone Cold Steve Austin was fighting Batman. He was, right? It's just, it doesn't make sense. It shouldn't happen, but it is.
What?
This is... Yeah, what? I'm Batman. What? I'm Batman. What? Right, stop it. But yeah, this is it. This is like, the toys that I used to play with in the 90s and the early 2000s are now going to be playing with the toys that I've got here in 2026 and the noughties and stuff. I'm super hyped. I'm buzzing for the trailer. I'm glad they've kept Doom.
Yeah.
So far away. And apparently the Russo brothers have said as well that this isn't that these aren't trailers. These aren't part of the movie. These are like stories and little clues as to what the movie's going to be about.
Has it just been
so I don't think we'll see any
shot
of this
for
footage.
this? Shot for this for purpose?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I think things will happen around this that we won't, that this actual footage that we've seen won't be in the film.
Got you.
Which is very interesting. But there's lots of people, there's things as well where it's like, there's like a 11-month stream live on YouTube just now, counting down to when Doomsday opens. So there's going to be people dissecting that, but there was codes and stuff, and there was letters and numbers in the trailers that people have then taken to Endgame, and it's taken up, like, there's things that happen within Endgame. So one of them was Loki escaping. The other one was when Hulk, or when Bruce Banner is talking to the Ancient One about taking the stones out and it branches off and all that stuff. So they're very much saying, like, this is a sequel to Endgame, rather than anything that's kind of came.
So, in other words, let's just forget about all that.
Yeah,
guff in the middle.
we'll just.
Let's go back to Endgame.
Kang who? Sorry, what's that? What's that about Kang?
I don't think we're done with Kang, but yeah, like, to me, I'm beyond excited for Doomsday. It's going to be one of, if not the biggest release of the year.
You know what? You know what they should do? You know what they should do with Kang? Now that I've thought about it, they should bring back Kang, and they should do some multiverse mumbo jumbo shit, and bring back Killmonger, and then the whole film is about them having a boxing match.
What would you call it?
Kang versus Killmonger.
A snappier title, Paul. What do you think? Snappier title.
Double K. If we get another.
Whoa! We're getting too close to something we don't want to be talking about there. I think I want Killmonger back. I think Michael B. Jordan is sensational. He's going to win an Oscar because he's fucking great, and so is the film that he was in. Fuck you, Paul. Anyway, what? Look, as far as I'm concerned, if I get the chance, I'm taking Doomsday in the fantasy draft. I think it's going to be great. I think whether that means for audience or whether that means for critic score, I think it's going to be on if I get the chance, because I don't know if you guys are how high it is on your lists or whatever. But yeah, like, I'm super excited. Are you interested at the fact that doesn't come out to December? And Spider-Man comes out in June, July, and we've not had a Spider-Man trailer.
I've thought about this actually recently. I was thinking to myself, where is that Spider-Man trailer? Because usually Marvel release trailers at least 7 months in advance, like a first kind of trailer. So that's concern. But so what I'm thinking is personally is that Spider-Man's plot is inextricably linked to Doomsday, and the fact that they can't release the footage until we know more about Doomsday, perhaps. And that's kind of maybe what the issue is.
We are almost exactly 6 months out from Spider-Man. Spider-Man comes out on the 31st of July.
Right.
So that is 6 months as of today, tomorrow kind of time.
Yeah.
I'm not worried, but to me it's interesting that they're hyping that up before, like, a year. Well, there you go. That was over a year out, and we've not had anything.
Have they even finished shooting it? Because I feel like
Spider-Man's
I've
finished.
not heard it. No. I'm not Spider-Man. I'm meaning Doomsday. Have they finished shooting it?
Some people have finished, some people haven't. I think they're now calling people back in for
because that's been very quiet. I feel like I don't feel like not much has been leaked about it. If that makes sense, not much is like we don't really know anything.
You just hear like theories and stuff about it.
Yeah, I did read that Tom Hiddleston has wrapped.
Oh, nice.
So. But I don't know, like, because again, if this is Endgame level, and it's bigger than Endgame level, you're going to have people that are acting that don't know who they're acting against. Like, Christ, Tom Holland was, when he was doing Endgame, was like, I didn't know who I was talking to, because it was just me in a green screen room and all that kind of stuff, which is I can only imagine how difficult that would be. But that would drive me up the wall. I know, poor Ian McKellen again on the set of The Hobbit. Jeez, oh. Yeah. But yeah, to me, Spider-Man, we've got Spider-Man and we've got what's it called? Doomsday. Now, here's a theory and a nice wee subtle change. Do you think we've not had anything from Spider-Man because Daredevil hasn't been released yet?
Oh, interesting.
Daredevil comes out next month.
And I think they'll wait.
There are rumours. There's not rumours. Punisher is going to be in Spider-Man.
Yes.
We don't know if he's going to be in Daredevil, but he was in the previous series.
I think
he is. Do you think that's maybe got something to do with it?
No, I think he is because he was. I think he was
far more.
Oh no, sorry. He was what was because I know he was filming his own thing at the same time as Spider-Man.
So he's doing his Punisher special. When is that out, actually?
Oh yeah, good point.
I find it far more likely that Punisher is going to Spider-Man, and that's what we're doing, as opposed to Spider-Man coming to Daredevil. We've had Daredevil come to Spider-Man, and I could see that happening as well. If Punisher's going, why not Daredevil?
I think they'll reference Spider-Man not quite a lot, but you know what I mean. Like, it'd be like a quite overt reference in the show, but I don't think he'll be in
There's
it.
so much.
So Punisher special presentation
on these streets. If only we had some kind of web-based warrior. Who's that guy from Madam Web? Who's that guy? We need him.
Punisher special is due out mid 2026, so roughly about the same time as Spider-Man. So it'll be interesting to see how that all kind of ties in. Let's talk about Daredevil. We have done some trailer reactions. We're going to give our thoughts on all the trailers in this episode, but if you want to see our actual reactions to the trailers that we're about to talk about, head on over to YouTube Shorts or TikTok or Instagram, and they'll all be up there by the time this comes out. Daredevil trailer looked good. Looked really good.
Looked good, and also a tonal shift for me in terms of this way it was shot.
You reckon?
Yeah, just from the way it was shot. Yeah.
Keep in mind, this is now the guys that did the touch-ups to season 1 of Born Again are now in full control.
Interesting.
So they're doing everything.
Yeah.
So
it just had a different vibe for me. Yeah.
Well, there was a scene in the trailer, and it's maybe just because it's in the same location where it looked as if Daredevil was having a fight in the bar again. It was all lights out, and that was very reminiscent of episode 1 where he was fighting Bullseye. So, but yeah, to me, fucking hook it up to my veins. I fucking love Daredevil. I've enjoyed every series of that, and the Netflix series. I thought Born Again season 1 was just as good as the original Netflix series, and everything that I see coming out where Vincent D'Onofrio's talking and Charlie Cox and stuff, like they're big in there.
The best actor in the MCU,
back and they're enjoying it.
Charlie Cox. Charlie Cox is the best of the superhero actors in the MCU. 100%. He is the best actor.
In terms of he's the best actor, or he's the best as his character.
No, he is the best actor. Well, no, I think
Anthony Hopkins has been in this.
Okay,
franchise.
I'm meaning in terms of like the lead superheroes. I think he has given the best performance as the character, his character.
As the character, right? I wouldn't argue that because I do love him as Daredevil. I'm trying to think who that might be. That could be a nice week. That could be a nice weekend. Yeah, it's coming out March. Super excited. I cannot wait to see it. Jessica Jones is back.
Paul, Jones coming back.
You seemed really excited about that when we were talking about it. Why you so excited for Jessica Jones coming back?
I mean, Jessica Jones, particularly season 1, was like just probably up there with the Daredevil Netflix as well. I think the subsequent series maybe went downhill a bit, but I really like her character as Jessica Jones. She does really well, so I would much rather see her in this kind of nitty gritty kind of setting with the Daredevil than a Spider-Man. It's not that I hate Spider-Man. I think for tonally the setting that they've done, she suits it really well. Having said that, if we get more Punisher and maybe a cameo of Spider-Man, I won't hate that. But I'm glad we've got it looks like Jessica Jones for a large part. So yeah, no, all good. I would prefer her than Iron Fist anyway. So
yeah. There's rumours that Luke Cage might be coming back as well, but again, like that kind of stuff, I'm not too fussed about. To me, I'm just excited. I could watch D'Onofrio and Cox go at it. Just they two. Like if you just told me the series is just going to be about those two, I'm more than happy to watch that series. So some of the other trailers that we're going to spin off into. So, is there any more Marvel stuff? Wonder Man is currently out. We will be doing a spoiler review of Wonder Man. They have dropped to all 8 episodes dropped yesterday, or on Wednesday. Dropped them all on Wednesday. I have watched them all. Without spoiling it because the guys haven't watched them all. But Paul, how many episodes are you in?
I'm in 2.
2.
I'm on episode 7.
6 episodes in.
Yeah, I'm episode 7 now.
You're watching episode 7. So all I will say is,
like I have been. I know I've not finished it yet, but I've been blown away by this show. This is insane what they've done here. Like this is the biggest swing they've taken. Surely, this is the biggest swing they've taken.
There's complaints there's complaints that they haven't advertised and they've dropped it all in one go rather than doing it week to week. This series is perfect for a binge.
Yes.
If you haven't watched it, pick an evening, pick a day when you've got nothing on, and just fucking fire through. They are 30-minute, and they're not even 30-minute
Some of them,
episodes. They're maybe like 24-minute episodes if you disclude the credits and stuff. It is such a bingeable series.
Yeah.
The acting is fantastic. The story is fantastic. And this is how you do a superhero show without it being about being a superhero. It is great.
Yeah.
I have to say, the first 2 episodes, I think it reminds me a little bit of the Kaminsky Method, if you've never watched that. Really fun series.
It's
about just actors being actors, really, in LA. There's a lot of it that kind of reminded me of that. So I'm curious about the rest.
I think it's honestly some of the best writing Marvel's ever done.
It's for me it is very much like, I feel like it's a show that's been written just for us. People in the industry who also like superhero stuff, and it actually, in a bizarre way, it kind of reminded me of Barry. Remember the show Barry? Yeah, it's got a bit of that vibe to it. The kind of comedy stuff. Yeah, what I mean. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a fantastic show.
There's 2 ways that I watch this. I watch this as an actor, and I watch this as just a fan of the MCU. And both ways, it ticked all my boxes. There's an episode 4. I know, Paul, you haven't watched it, but episode 4 was a fucking standout.
Oh yeah,
black and white episode.
Yes,
really, really well done. By the time you get to there's lovely little twists and storytelling moments, and for a character that I know nothing about, for a character that they've only introduced, there's not really been much advertising for Wonder Man. There's not really been much. They
filmed it like
it's a January
couple of years
January
ago.
drop. They filmed this ages ago.
Yeah.
I want to see so much more of this character. It's not even funny. I am so invested in the character of Simon Williams, because they write him in a way where there was points I didn't like him, and then there's points I'm like, oh no, you're just misunderstood. And then there's points where I'm cheering for him, and then there's points I'm not cheering for, and I'm just like, that is a character with so much depth, and the way they write his family and the way they write his story is such a good series. And it's like, it just happens to be where it's like, oh yeah, this is a world where there are superpowers, but this is the story we're telling. So well done. Couldn't recommend it more. There will be a spoiler review coming out very, very soon, and I might do a wee non-spoiler video for TikTok as well, just to kind of reasons as to why you should watch it. And I'll give you one just now. Remind me his name.
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley is in this series.
Sir Ben Kingsley
is Sir Ben Kingsley. my apologies, Lord, for forgetting your name. Ben Kingsley is nothing short of magnificent in this series. I love Ben Kingsley in this. He's so good. But if you've not checked out Wonder Man, watch it.
If you know who Ben Kingsley played previously in the MCU, then there's a bit of a follow-on to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's quite fun.
But this is
how they handle
This is
that.
what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. He was really good in Black Panther, but that just felt as if let's just chuck that character in here for
Shang-Chi.
Well, no, because it made sense because of who the Mandarin. Yeah, and Shang-Chi, who that he was kidding on, he was the Mandarin, but he wasn't actually. But this use of him is so clever. And what I love, again, I'd already moved on, but now I'm back in it. What I love about this is there is lovely little superhero MCU stuff going on in the background, but what you really care about is the story at the top level, where they're like, this is a jobbing actor who wants to get a role, blah, 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 relationships, all that stuff. Wonder Man is very, very good. Watch it. It's fucking great. It's such an easy binge. They're 24-minute episodes. Get it watched, binge it, and then come and see what we have to say on the spoilercast. Right, let's move on for the MCU. Let's talk about Star Wars.
Ooh.
Now.
Paul's favourite.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we do. Now, Star Wars is potentially going to have quite a big year. It is going to be the first cinema release in 6 years? 7 years, maybe?
Does it feel like it? Does it feel like it?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
So we've got Mandalorian and Grogu. We've done I'm sure we've either done a trailer reaction or we've spoken about the trailer about that.
Yeah, we did.
But there's some big news.
Trailer looks
Kathleen,
like a TV episode.
yeah, which I don't mind as long as it goes back to like season 1, season 2. I don't mind that as long as it's like slightly bigger budget and whatever. Kathleen Kennedy has officially left. She is no longer the head of Star Wars and Lucasfilm. She has stepped down. They have now appointed. Let me get it up. Dave Filoni is now the. I think he's just the head of
Everything creative.
Creative, yeah. And then it's I'll get a lady's name. Is more kind of the financial side. Leadership. See what that is.
Paul, are you happy? Are you happy that
So
Kathleen's gone?
So Lynwen Brennan.
Can't say I'll miss her. No.
So yeah, Dave Filoni is president and chief creative officer, and then you've got Lynwen Brennan, who is co-president. So from the sounds of it, is Dave Filoni is going to be in charge of stories and creative and where the stories and all that stuff that's going to go, and Lynwen's going to be like in charge of like finance and like advertising and all that kind, like more the executive-y kind of stuff rather than like stories and movies and all that kind of stuff.
We know what we want. We know what we want out of this change, right? And what we want is him to fucking move on, and let's go of like 100, 200 plus years in the future, and let's tell a new fucking story with new Jedi, or whatever you want to call them now. Let's do something new, please. Please.
Yeah, we don't need any more Skywalker stuff. What I will say...
I don't think that's in the cards. If I'm honest, I don't think that's happening.
The one thing I would say is, see if you went 5-6 years ago and said, oh, Kathleen Kennedy's leaving and Dave Filoni's going to be in charge, I think 99%, 95% of Star Wars fans would be like, yeah, good, Dave Filoni knows, blah, blah, blah. I've seen quite mixed reactions to Dave Filoni being in charge now.
I'm not like super psyched about it either.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. His generally his animated stuff is good. Although Tales of the Empire was a bit, and so was Tales of the Underworld was all right. The best one was Tales of the Jedi. Those are our most recent ones. Maul looks good, but in terms of live action stuff, you know, we've had Mandalorian, which first 2 seasons, okay, yeah, I liked that. Third season, Book of Boba Fett. They took a very iconic character and made him a whole lot less mysterious and a lot less interesting. Yeah. Ahsoka had its moments, but I also
loved Ahsoka.
Kenobi.
Great series.
They managed to kind of I won't go as far to say as they ruined Thrawn, but they definitely took away from his power and mystique a bit in that series as well. I'm just a bit, so I feel like live action isn't his domain, you know.
I think the live action has been very, very hit and miss. I think there's been a lot of good stuff in it, but there's not been anything that you go, that's great. This as a whole is fucking great. There's stuff in the Kenobi series.
So I was just going to say, apart from one episode of The Acolyte when we had our big fight, that was the only bit that felt...
how could I forget
the rest of it, fuck
but
off.
That's the point.
Freaking window, it was open. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
But that's the point I'm trying to make, is I don't think there's been anything that's come out where you go, that from start to finish is fantastic and I've loved everything. And again, there's very rare that there's going to be a series like that. But even if you say predominantly everything in it's great, there's stuff like I say I really like the Kenobi series, and I do. I really like it. I loved seeing Ewan McGregor. I loved bringing back Hayden Christensen. I didn't love Leia, who was like fucking 3 foot off the ground, managing to sprint and stay away from people chasing her. That was dumb, and it was really stupid, and that fucking annoyed me. And
Obi-Wan and Leia being the 2-person in a coat, like we're trying to sneak into the movies kind of disguise.
Yeah,
you know, like
there was loads of stuff. There was loads of stuff that didn't sit right. But overall,
or the
I enjoyed it.
Constant impalement of people with lightsabers who then don't die.
I think that's been a thing since Force Awakens, that lightsabers, since Disney bought it over, lightsabers aren't what lightsabers should be.
Yeah. They're a deadly weapon.
And again, it's understandable in the sense of I've played games where I can chop limbs off with it. Star Wars is a kids movie, and we've aged up with Star Wars, so we want that because we are now adults and we want to see people being. But even if you think of like something like Revenge of the Sith, Revenge of the Sith, we see Anakin behead Doku, but we don't see it, but we know that's what happened.
It's
Even in the second
implied.
one, we see exactly.
And Django.
Yeah, whereas we've seen countless people be stabbed and
We see Anakin burn alive. We see.
Yeah, fuck yeah, exactly. But yeah, like to me, look, I'm always gonna hedge in the like Star Wars has hurt me more than any fucking thing ever. Like and again, I'm ready to be hurt again because I like the move, I like the looks of the movie of Mandalorian and stuff. I'm hoping it will go back to season 1, season 2. I've heard stuff for. I love Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling in a Star Wars movie.
I'm
completely
actually most excited for that. I'm excited for that.
I also did you hear the Tom Cruise news?
Oh yeah, I did hear.
So Tom Cruise was on set and directed and filmed a lightsaber scene in that, and I'm like,
so we know there's something. Matt Smith is going to be some kind of Inquisitor, I think, some kind of like newfangled Inquisitor. That's what I think.
Oh mate, it's Matt Smith. I'm forgetting Matt Smith in it. Matt Smith and Ryan Gosling. Fuck yeah, give me that.
Matt Smith's the bad guy, I think.
Oh,
Do
that's
you know
gonna be
what
so
time
good.
period it's set in?
It's I think after Rise of Skywalker.
I'll look it up now. What's it called? Is it Starfighter?
Yeah, Starfighter. I'm pretty
Starfighter.
sure it's set after. No, as in after Rise of Skywalker, Paul. As in after everything we've seen, it's new.
Okay.
So
okay.
I
reckon it'll be some kind of remnant officer or something, or sorry, I don't know what you call post final order, but
approximately 5 years after Rise of Skywalker.
Rise.
So it's still in that fucking.
How any news on that Rey movie?
Apparently, it's still happening.
Well, this is the thing is, yeah, but this is the thing is like
that's what I've heard as well.
There's still talks of Taika Waititi's movie still getting made.
No, that's gone. That's
Ryan
dead.
Johnson's trilogy.
That's dead too.
No, it's not. It's not.
I know it is dead. It is.
Wait.
Oh yeah, so many of them have been cancelled.
Remember the fucking Game of Thrones people had a Star Wars film at one point. I've had a Star Wars film at this point.
Yeah.
You get a Star Wars movie. You get a Star Wars movie. You get a Star Wars movie.
I've got a great Star Wars movie in my head.
Love and Thunder. 3 days ago, Thor: Love and Thunder director Taika Waititi says his Star Wars script tries to harness a little bit more of the fun of the series' original films. So that's still happening. This is the thing. It sounds as if, like, because Kathleen Kennedy, when she stepped down, she was talking about loads of stuff that was still to come.
There's
for
still
Star Wars
James
and stuff like that.
Mangold one, isn't there as well?
I'm excited for that because I love James Mangold. Stan upcoming.
Is that still going? That's the Origins of the Jedi one, isn't it? The James. I swear that wasn't going ahead anymore. Who knows?
So every new Star Wars movie, right here we go. Every new Star Wars movie. And what else is coming out? Let me have a wee look. See here. Right, so you've got Mandalorian and Grogu, which is coming out this year.
Ahsoka season 2.
Starfighter, which comes out next year.
Ahsoka season 2.
Sorry?
Is Ahsoka season 2 this year?
I will tell you now. Simon Kinberg's getting a new Star Wars trilogy, apparently.
No, he was the one that was going to be.
Why are we handing out trilogies?
He was the one that was going to be doing the Rey trilogy, but that's now not happening. It's going to be one film, and I think he dropped out. I'm pretty sure. Or no.
So this was last.
Or Stephen DeKnight, the Peaky Blinders guy, was supposed to be writing it, but he then dropped out.
Yeah.
I think he dropped out.
So this was last updated on the 18th of December, so it's fairly new. So that's still not got a release date. They're saying a new Rey movie. It was revealed in Star Wars Celebration 2023 that there's a new movie that's coming out going to be focused on Rey. It doesn't have a release date. You've still got James Mangold's Star Wars movie, doesn't have a release date. Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie, doesn't have a release date. Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie, doesn't have a release date. Lando is still getting...
Is that still in the works?
Yeah, apparently that's getting a series. Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy.
Jeez.
Rogue Squadron, but that got patched.
If you get cast in a Star Wars film, don't cash your checks.
You've got Shadow Lord, which we're about to talk about. There's still a rumour of Mandalorian Season 4. There's still a rumour of Ahsoka Season 2,
They need to
a
finish
droid
it.
story. Kevin Feige's apparently doing a Star Wars movie. So there's so much stuff that we've either been promised or told, and it's still kind of like we don't actually know
And this is the
what
problem.
is actually happening and what's actually been cancelled, and that's so fucking annoying.
So for me, like the whole thing,
Mandalorian Season 4.
like this is my. You know how we're now talking about, like for example, things like the Mandalorian. I think we forget at this point because it's been so long just how fucking good The Mandalorian was in season 1 and 2. Like,
Mate.
that was like one of the best shows on TV at that time. And it just, now look how we feel. And it's just like, what's happened? What's happened from this?
Bruv, I've still got.
Season 3 happened.
Well, yeah.
I've literally got Funko Pops, and it's even like was it IG? Was it IG8 or something? It was
11 for that.
IG11. Yeah, IG11. Like there was so many characters and things that they introduced into that series that I fucking adored. Grogu's fantastic. I loved seeing him in the Ahsoka series. I love the world that they built. They just went too fucking Disneyified, and again, it does sound as if there was a lot of this goes for Marvel and Star Wars, where it was like, fucking pump it out, get Disney Plus absolutely rammed with fucking IP, rather than really taking their time to tell a story that they want to do. And again, it's this fucking I'm sure I sent you it. What's his name? Remember the director that was originally doing episode 9? Is it Scott something?
Oh, Colin Trevorrow.
Colin Trevorrow. His script leaked.
Yeah.
I think it leaked years ago, but there's been people doing it. Mate,
It sounded so
that
good.
sounded like the best Star Wars
and
movie.
the laugh of it was...
The thing was...
I was just going to say, the laugh of it was, it was a Jurassic World that scuppered him. And I'm thinking, who makes a good Jurassic Park or World film these days? Like, look, don't hold that against him. And then like,
but it's not even that.
The thing with him was the two previous films were like, J.J. Abrams, I want to do classic Star Wars. Fuck the prequels. It's all going to be classic. And then Rian Johnson comes out and says, we're going to scrap everything about Star Wars.
It should have been one guy.
Like nothing. It should have
been one person.
Right? And then you got, but what it looked like from Colin Trevorrow is, instead of what J.J. Abrams done, which was going, okay, damage control, okay, we're going to go back to what I was doing, and yeah, there we go. But it looked like Colin Trevorrow was actually going to go, okay, what has happened in 7, what's happened in 8, let's put that together and make a cohesive story.
It was literally come out.
I was actually into it, you know what I mean?
So was I. And if you look at the script, it makes so much sense. And again, I don't even blame... I like Last Jedi. I think Last Jedi is a decent Star Wars film. I don't think it works in terms of if you look from a fucking storyline point of view.
Also like
and
the
I like
musical
Force
scene in
Awakens.
Sinners, so you know, like what can we trust?
How many? Sorry, how many Oscars? Craig, remind me, how many Oscars did?
16, Andrew. 16.
16. And what was so significant about 16 Oscar nominations?
It's the most it's ever been in history.
It's the most it's ever been, and it's almost as if someone on this podcast, I don't quite know who, but he's an extraordinarily ordinary average podcast host, but he called that. He fucking mentioned how good that film was. Don't know who it was, but if you know, put it in the comment section. Let me know.
There's one thing you can never say about me, and is I am not an average podcast host.
Oh no,
that is.
I'm saying I'm an
there.
average podcast host. And I called how good Sinners was. I hope it fucking cleans up. We'll do it. That'll be another refund podcast if we can find the time to do it. We'll do like a wee, just the main,
100%.
and we'll do a wee prediction pod.
Sure.
Also, Cineworld are releasing a lot of the nominees and stuff that I've not seen, so I'm going to try and see every best movie nomination.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah, I don't blame the directors. I blame the people like your Kathleen Kennedy. She should have had a through line going, we want to get from here to here. You have freedom to do whatever you want, but these are the points that we need to hit. These are this is where we're heading to, and this is what we want to do. This has been by the fucking skin of their arse, not knowing what they wanted to do. Fucking blah, blah, blah. And I agree with what you said there, Paul. Colin Trevorrow was known to have watched both movies and went, right, I'm going to write my script to make all this make sense, and they've just went, no, Palpatine, clones, fucking dumb. The stuff that was in Colin Trevorrow's was fantastic. Now, again, don't know why, don't know what the thought process was, who cares, they've gone, that's fine, it's where we're going from now. And the next piece of Star Wars IP is Darth Maul, Shadow Lord. We watched the trailer. Again, the trailer reaction is up on YouTube Shorts or our social media channels. Go check that out for our actual... That's where I would encourage you to go watch, because we fucking popped off, because this looks... This was my favourite trailer that we watched out of the 4. This looks so good. I am being greedy. I want it live action, but I will take it in animated because I love this character. This character, 1999. Andrew's fucking 8 years old in the cinema watching. Oh my god, he's got 2 lightsabers. This guy, I love Darth Maul. Fucking love that character. How good does this series look, Craig?
Oh, I mean, I've always been a massive fan of the animated Star Wars stuff. It is the one thing that I think has been consistently either very, very excellent or at least at the very least good. There's been a couple of slip-ups recently, but for example, even the things like, you know, the Vision series and stuff like that, you've got it's very rarely missed, I would say, the animated stuff, and this seems like it's going to be no exception. I'm really excited to kind of see them do something with this, and Sam Witwer is just the perfect Maul. He is so well suited to that part. He's a great actor. Big fan.
If you're smart, if you're Dave Filoni and you're smart, you get him involved in creative. If you ever hear Sam Witwer talk Star Wars,
he knows.
He gets it and he knows his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he has any like official title, but they definitely seem to consult with him a lot.
Yeah. Did you not see the thing where it was like he did an interview, but it was like at a Comic-Con and stuff, and he's like, they were talking through stuff, and he's like, and this happens and that happens and this happens, and Sam Witwer puts his hand up and he's like, that doesn't make sense because XYZ, and they were like, what? And then somebody says, we have never seen anybody correct Dave Filoni and him be like, oh fuck, you're right. And he was just like, love Sam Witwer. Sam Witwer is, I've seen him on other podcast things where he's done like quizzes and stuff. He's a genuinely nice guy. He seems like such a nice guy. He's so talented. I love him in the games. Love him whenever I hear his voice in anything. Fucking big fan.
Do you know?
Also,
do you know how
Doomsday.
he got the job for Force Unleashed?
Go on. Oh, was it he did Palpatine's voice?
No, it was so obviously he was like the character. He just he is Star Killer in that film, and basically in the game, but basically they were doing a sort of motion capture thing, audition kind of thing, and he was meditating, and he looked really like off center, like it wasn't relaxed or anything. He was like, can you like relax, you know, you're meant to be meditating, and he's like, yeah, but I've been trained like as a Sith, and they're not meant to be like
by Darth Vader.
And so I by Darth Vader, so I'm trying to, you know, center myself, but I can't because I'm so full of rage and stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense, yeah, you're hired, basically. This is how that
this is the thing as well. But they were I seen a clip recently where he was talking about there was a deleted scene in one of the Force Unleashed games where if you've played the Force Unleashed games, there's a lightsaber, there's a robot that you always have to fight, but they fight, Proxy. So Proxy comes in as different characters, so whether it be Obi-Wan Kenobi, blah blah blah. And there was one that was deleted where it was Anakin, and he said like they were on stage and they were filming and stuff, and at real time he realizes stuff where he's like, this means he knows who Anakin is and he knows this, and him and this other guy were just geeking out, and they were like, if you don't shut up, we're going to kick you out while we're filming and stuff. He loves Star Wars, and I am so glad he's back for the Darth Maul series. It's exactly what I want to see, this underworld stuff. It's what we kind of got teased with, was it in the Han Solo? Yeah, the Han Solo stuff that he was doing stuff with and again, I will say, Star Wars Outlaw, not the best game. It's very simplistic. It's very like the AI and stuff that you fight's not the greatest and stuff. But the world that it builds, this underworld of where you would meet your Han Solos and your Landos and all that kind of stuff, I'm very interested in that. So if this Darth Maul series goes on that and goes down and looks into that, as well as adding in Sith lore and Inquisitor lore and all that kind of stuff, 2 thumbs up. Cannot wait. It's going to be so good. Again, this is another March release or an April release, so we will be doing, I'm going to say episodic, but it might be every 2 weeks. It might be like, we need to figure out.
We're going to just do our best, guys. We're just going to do our best.
Yeah, we will be covering it.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Exactly.
How we
I'm not making the thumbnails in advance, put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
well, the big thing I do want to say about Maul before we move on is they definitely drop a hint. At least it's a big hint towards a certain character that's actually somewhat well known in the sort of Star Wars lore, but for different reasons. So there's a Twi'lek character. It looks like a Jedi, and he's definitely sort of looks like he's going to be taking her under his wing to a degree. And there is a somewhat famous character for two reasons. Because George Lucas, when he sort of outlined his plans for his 7, 8, and 9 films, there was a character. He always kind of intentioned for Darth Maul to return, and Darth Maul's apprentice would be a character called Darth Talon, which is this Twi'lek character. But this character has actually already existed, because there is a series of comic books called Star Wars Legacy, which is set in the far future. Luke Skywalker is a ghost, for example, in it, and his it's like his great grandson or something, Cade, is given up the Jedi, like he's like a bounty hunter or smuggler or something, and she appears in that. She's a Sith in that. As our sort of red Twilight.
That sounds good, actually.
Nice.
I might check out that comic series.
Yeah, actually, that is a really good comic series, set way in the future. It came out years ago, so the whole run's out. Really good run. But and like he's like, I think he maybe uses death sticks, and like kid Luke appears. He's like, "Why are you using drugs?" kind of thing. Like, it's quite funny. But anyway, Darth Talon. Yeah, so first time appearing on any sort of visual cool. Star Wars medium, like in the TV series, so could be cool. Different like canon and everything, obviously, for her, but that's definitely what they're hinting at with that, so it'd be quite cool.
So this is set at the end of the Clone Wars. I've still got some series to watch. We're currently watching Seven Kingdoms, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I've binged Wonder Man. I want to binge Fallout next, but I'm going to go back to Clone Wars. I want to watch Clone Wars up to see the Darth Maul stuff, because apparently it's very, very good, and I've not seen it yet. And this is leading straight from the end of Clone Wars.
We should live stream all the Clone Wars together. That's what we should do.
Bruv, do you know
all 1,000 episodes?
Exactly,
yeah.
We should do that.
No, we can't.
Season 7 though. Season 7 of Clone Wars is phenomenal.
Well, this is it. I loved Rebels and stuff, but I watched that pretty much from the start to the end. Whereas this is something that I'm trying to get into, and there's some really shit episodes of Clone Wars that I don't give a fuck about. A lot of C-3PO, and we all know how I feel about that golden bastard.
There's some really good droid episodes in that series.
I couldn't give a fuck. I like the droids being a little nice side piece to my main event. They are not main players, other than R2-D2 and maybe IG-11. Yes, Star Wars.
And the box droid from Kenobi and whatever.
Yeah, fucking that one. There was loads of ones in Kenobi that I loved. Yeah, so there's. I'm hoping that Star Wars starts turning the corner this year, and by the time we get to Starfighter, they figure out what the fuck is happening and all that stuff. So yeah, we've got another couple of trailers that we need to talk about. Sorry, Paul.
I'm still confused what Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be about, because I was certain that it was going to be like the culmination of.
I think it was supposed to be
Ahsoka, Mandalorian, Boba, like all of that. And I don't get that vibe from it anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it will be that, and I think realistically, it'll be interesting to see if that gets picked up this year. There's a lot of films, right? There's some films that are coming out this year in the fantasy draft where I'm like, that's definitely get picked, that's definitely get picked, and that's definitely picked. There's ones in my head where I'm going, that might be a wee fifth rounder, but somebody might just pick it up like quite early on that I don't know, so it's very intriguing. Stay tuned. So yeah, like there's a lot coming out for Star Wars, and I hope it's going to be good. We've got a couple more trailers we want to talk about, and then we're going to talk about some movies that we've seen this month and some movies that we're looking forward to next month. Invincible, the trailer teaser dropped. Probably the second favourite trailer of mine that we watched out of the 4. It looks great. Again, it looks very much more of the same. Invincible is one of the best shows on TV. Amazon Prime, you're killing it. I am excited. The biggest takeaway that I took from this trailer is we are getting Alan back, and we're getting his dad back. We're getting Invincible's dad back. Forgive me, I've forgotten his name.
Omni-Man.
But yeah, Omni-Man. Thank you. Omni-Man and Alan are back. We get introduced to Thrag. It looks violent. It looks
voiced by Darth Maul.
Very much. Sorry.
Voiced by Darth Maul, the original Darth Maul.
Who?
The guy who voiced Darth Maul in Phantom Menace.
Oh,
Peter
Drag.
Peter Serafinowicz.
Peter. Yeah, that's the one, Serafinowicz. At last,
Is
we'll
he a
reveal
voice actor?
ourselves to the Jedi.
Yes.
At
No,
last
it's not.
we'll
It's
have
Lee
our
Pace.
revenge.
Oh no, I get them mixed up. That's my fault. Sorry.
It's fucking.
I get
what's his
them.
name?
I get them so mixed up. Sorry.
Ronan.
It's Ronan. That's
It's
that's
Ronan
that,
from
that,
Guardians
that's what I
of the
mean.
Galaxy.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was adamant. I was like, that's definitely not Peter Serafinowicz.
He's also in it though.
Would have done I was going to say would have done a very good job because he's very good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's also in Guardians of the Galaxy. That's fine. So yeah, look, there's not much that I look at this and go, that looks new, that looks different. It looks like Invincible, and I'm happy with that. Like, I love Invincible. It does look like we're going to get more action, which I'm happy about. There's a lot of like, yes, Paul is a big old fan of Invincible's mum. Who gives a fuck about that bitch? Is it Sarah?
She's looking
Susan?
good.
Susan,
You know what I mean?
is it Susan?
Do you know what I'm Susan? And do you know what I'm looking forward to most about this series?
Go on.
Is you just know it's gonna happen because it looks like Omni-Man is back on Earth and he and Susan are gonna have a big old talk about their relationship. And
not.
it's just Paul's gonna be sitting there rubbing his hands, just
He'll be rubbing something.
Relationship dynamics. Look at that, yeah.
But yeah, like other than Paul's weird fucking rom-com boner, what else kind of stuck out to you guys?
It's not Susan, it's Debbie.
Oh yeah, Debbie.
Susan.
Sorry, Debbie. Susan. I don't know.
None of us, and that's a laugh that none of us picked up on it. None of us were like, "Oh, it's Debbie." Debbie.
But yeah, what did you think of the trailer? He's excited. Like,
Yeah,
what are we thinking?
I'm excited. The biggest thing for me was the fact that they revealed Omni-Man and Alan in the trailer. I was not expecting them to reveal that they would be back. You know, but I know obviously they left things off there in season 3, but I was expecting maybe that to be like kind of an arc season 4, them kind of making their journey back to Earth, and whether they would get there in time is the question type thing. So I was surprised that it was revealed in the trailer that they were going to be back on Earth and reconnecting with Mark and Debbie / Susan. So yeah.
So my question is that this is very much like, to me, feeling like this could be. How many series is there supposed to be?
So I've literally just looked this up. So this is just according to Reddit. This isn't this isn't like a definitive answer. But they've said realistically, you could do the material between 6 and 8 seasons.
Right.
So that would mean we're only really like halfway-ish.
Because
Is that right?
I won't lie. At least for my mind, unless something completely new opens up, this is feeling like this could be, if not the second last sort of series. Because I could see like maybe 5. So unless something else, like, because like we're now getting it looks like the whatchamacallit, the Omni people coming to invade just about. So I'm like,
So in fact, this is maybe a better one. So the main Invincible comic book series concluded with 144 issues back in 2018. However, the Invincible comic universe continues to expand with new and separate series. So that's like spin-offs and whatever. There's a new 2025 series, Invincible Universe Battle Beast, oofed, a prequel series about, give me that, something awful, man, I'd watch that. For the animated series adaptation, the creator Rob Kirkman has stated he hopes to produce roughly 7 to 9 seasons to cover the full 144 issue story. So we are currently on what series are we on? 4? 5?
this is 4 coming out.
Yeah, so again, that sounds to me as if we're only at the halfway point, which is awesome.
I'd be curious to see where the story goes, because it feels like we're starting to get to that climax, of...
Well, the one thing I would say, and I commend the Invincible fandom about this, nobody's gave anything away.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Like, because the story finished, what, fucking 6 years ago?
I have no idea what happens.
Ago, and I have got no idea what happens, which is fucking brilliant, and I love that. So, yeah, Super excited for this. Again, they obviously knew we were big fans. Also coming out in March. Don't know how, don't know why, don't know when, but we will be covering that as well in some shape or form. Fucking great. We've got so much stuff coming out. And this is just TV.
This year is especially nuts for me. Like, I think there's a lot this year.
Mate, this year and 2027.
Yeah.
Mental.
Wow.
Fucking mental with the amount of stuff. Last trailer that we reacted, as again, we reacted to the Invincible trailer. If you want to see that, head on over to the shorts or socials. Last trailer we watched was a movie. It was the new Super Mario Galaxy movie. Get your first look at Yoshi. Quick thoughts, guys. It's not something that we're like, well, I don't know, Paul. I know Paul's a big Sonic guy, but
I never played as the Mario characters in Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games, so I always played as the Sonic characters.
Never, some sort of vendetta against these
because
Italian plumbers.
I'm a Sonic guy. Like, you know, show me a blue hedgehog and I'm on board. Show me an Italian plumber and I'm not into it.
Peace out.
What did we think of the trailer? Quick thoughts. What did we think? I think it's cute. I think it looks good. I'm excited to see it.
In all seriousness, it does look pretty good, and like the quality of the animation looks good.
The music is really good. For me and Paul have had arguments about what's better, comic book movies or gaming movies. Not really what's better, but Paul seems to think they're on the up and comic book movies are on the down. The one thing I will say is that with the Super Mario stuff, and Sonic to a degree as well, the use of music and nostalgia and all that kind of stuff is really on point, and I commend them for that. Like the like the haunted music, loved it.
No. I think the first Mario movie made a ton of money. I think the second one will be no different. I know they're planning to introduce Rosalina as well, which I think is I don't really know who that is, but I know it's like a special character. She's Brie
Larson?
Like space. Yeah, I think supposedly.
Yeah,
and she's like the space princess or something. But yeah, no, she's.
Craig, scale of 1 to 10, how arsed?
I couldn't give a fuck, mate.
The one thing that's got me thinking, though,
likes his Sonic as well.
Well, the one thing I would say is for the movie draft, we have bonus points on offer for box office, and there's quite a few movies out this year that could take that. Like, there's a lot. Realistically, we thought it was between Wicked and Avatar. I think it was Zootropolis that actually won it.
Mm-hmm.
I picked all of those.
You did. But this is the thing, is like that's something that we need to consider this year, and I've got a couple in mind for that kind of do that. I'm hoping we'll do both.
Money.
Let's have a quick rundown, just to quick rundown just to wrap up this podcast. What movies have we seen this year or this month? Sorry,
I think I've only seen Bone Temple
that you guys would recommend.
I think I've only seen Bone Temple this month, and I'd recommend it, to be honest with you.
It's technically last year, and you've seen it, Andrew, but I did manage to go see The Housemaid.
Was The Housemaid not this year?
I thought it was last year.
Last year in the US, this year here.
Yeah, we only got it this year.
Well, I saw Housemaid.
Good, innit? It's really good, innit?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed the wee twists and whatnot in it. It was good. There was some messed up stuff in that. Yeah, no, it was fun. It was fun. Lots, I think lots twists and reveals in that movie. Yeah,
I may double check and see what I've seen, because I've seen Housemaid and I've seen Bone Temple. I think out of the two, I would recommend Housemaid if you're going to go see any of those, because it's such a fun movie. And again, there was a couple of movies last year. Let me see, past purchases. It's only gave me that, so I think it is maybe just those two that I've seen, Housemaid and Bone Temple. Out of the two, I would recommend that you go see Housemaid. It's just a fun wee movie. It's like an hour and a half, just over an hour and a half. It's really good. Performances are good. Sydney Sweeney's great in it. Amanda Seyfried is really good in it. And I can't think of the guy's name, but that's who I would choose for Batman.
Is it the guy that does that series Tom Cruise done, and everyone said Tom Cruise shouldn't be playing that role?
No. Jack Reacher, no.
That's the one.
Brandon Sklenar. He's been in Vice, Midway. He was in The Housemaid. I seen him in The Drop, which is another kind of similar movie to this. Somebody else said that he was in It Ends With Us. But if you look at his look, he's very jacked. I think he would be a great Batman, and it would be interesting to see if he gets linked with that for the Brave and the Bold. But yeah, out of those two movies, there's not really been a lot out. There's another one that's coming out before the end of the month called Primate.
I want to see Primate.
Primate. It's like a horror movie about a chimp that goes mental, and I'm like,
we should all go to the cinema to see Primate. We should do that, all hand in hand.
There's also another one that's been reviewed there's been quite a few that's, again, because we've been so late to get, like, not only have we missed some belter movies that have been reviewed so well. So you've got Bone Temple is at a 92%. You've also got Primate it's getting decent reviews.
There's a film called Send Help, I think, that's just come out with Dylan O'Brien and Rachel McAdams.
Yes.
It's been getting good reviews.
That doesn't come out here until February, but we will miss that by the time we get, because that's been reviewed very, very well. We also missed a bomb that I'm devastated because I knew for a fact that I was gearing it to want to use.
Mm-hmm.
It was called, is it Mercy Calls or something, or Mercy it was called?
Oh, it was a remake of Mercy.
Chris Pratt.
It was a remake of Mercy with Chris Pratt in a chair, and it's like the Ice Cube film. It's like a similar kind of thing.
Ferguson.
It's like the Ice Cube War of the Worlds thing. It's a similar kind of thing.
24%.
Who thought that was a good idea?
It's got a decent audience score, but there's also like I think it's a Korean film come out. It's called No Other Choice. It's got the guy from Squid Games in it. It's 97%. Like, nuts.
And the other film that's coming out like tomorrow, as of day of recording, so the 30th of January here, is This Thing On, which is the bizarre film with Will Arnett.
Yeah, that looks good as well.
Directed by Bradley Cooper, based on the story of John Bishop, of all people, but it's set in it's set in America, and it's just inspired by his journey to become a stand-up comedian and what he went through, like he got divorced and stuff. Very interesting. Looks good though.
John Bishop, stand-up comedian.
Good. That was very good.
Pat was on the back.
John Bishop, stand-up comedian.
It started so well, and then it just became Newcastle again. So yeah, there's I think there's a couple of Netflix movies. There's one with Affleck and Matt Damon. Apparently, it's a decent wee Netflix movie. But yeah, let's look forward to
Rip movie. Rip,
yes, Rip or something. Yeah, Rip. Yeah, something like that. My missus' dad watched it and said it was a decent wee flick. So yeah. So far, January has been very much about TV series for me. It's catching up on stuff that's not been that I've not seen, and then obviously new releases. Let's have a look into February, right? So here's some of the movies that are coming out. Let me know what ones you guys are interested in. So you've got Send Help, which I am very interested in. It's getting really good reviews. Rachel McAdams. Why have you got your thumb up?
I'm counting how many
you want to see that one. Again, there's loads coming out. I'm going to kind of pick the ones that I recognise. The Strangers Chapter 3 horror movie. Again, I feel as if that would have been
I feel like the first one came out quite a long time ago, and they've just picked it up again recently. So
I'll be frank. There's a movie coming out that I'm devastated.
No, you're Andrew.
I'm devastated that we didn't get this out. We didn't do the the draft until February.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new movie coming out called Goat. It's a basketball movie.
I was going to pick that.
Animated in the style. It looks so fucking good. Devastated because I would have picked that. There's a new Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Halle Berry, Barry Keoghan movie called Crime 101.
Don't really fancy that.
Looks dreadful, but I'll be fucking there to watch it. It looks like a really good shit movie, and I don't mind a wee good shit movie. The Secret Agent, I don't know what it's about, but it's getting really good reviews. I'm guessing it's about a secret agent. I would quite like to see that. There's a movie coming out, Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, that's been getting really good reviews as well. So yeah, I'll I want to see that. There's another film.
That's almost like the title of my autobiography. Should I write one? Except I wouldn't say kick. I would say smack.
Smack.
But...
Yeah, if I had legs, I would smack you.
Yes. Or
yeah.
It's a working title. But yeah.
There's a new action comedy movie called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. It looks bizarre, but the main reason I'm watching it is because Sam Rockwell's in it, and I have said for the last 15 years that the most underrated actors, and I'm so proud of this fucking Facebook memory, the two biggest underrated actors of all time, Colin Farrell and Sam Rockwell, and I stand by that today. They are phenomenal.
My biggest claim to fame on that kind of prediction is I always said, you know what? I really like the actor, the dad on Malcolm in the Middle. I really like him. He's my favourite in that whole show.
We've got that coming out as well.
Yeah.
I think that comes out.
We should do a wee series review of that.
The last big release in February is Scream 7.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of February, which I'll probably go see because the missus loves a bit of Scream. So February seems quite stacked for maybe not major releases, but some really nice like wee indie ones and stuff.
Yeah.
I will try and see as many of those as possible. Again, my workload has quietened down. I also need to kind of talk it over with the boss. If there's anything she would like to see, I'll go see it with her. If not, lads, we'll get so many cinema trips. I'm fucking buzzing. Can't fucking wait. And I'll say this now. If I don't go to minimum 3 midnight showings of something this year, 3, I will be fucking raging. Because they've stopped doing midnight screenings, and I'm not a fan. I want to go at midnight and watch Doomsday, Spider-Man, Supergirl. I want them all.
They'll probably do a Mandalorian Grogu unless they just completely drop out on the marketing for that.
They need to up the marketing for that. Something fucking stinking.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee most people don't realise that that's coming out.
Because it doesn't feel like a Star Wars movie's coming out.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. But that's because we've not had one for so long. But that is all for the catch-up this month. Let us know some of the best things that you've been watching in January. Let us know some of the things that you're looking forward to in February. We are kind of giving you a clue into what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Daredevil, Invincible, Star Wars, Maul, Shadow Lord. Lots of movies coming out. The movie draft will be getting recorded in February. We will try and get that out as soon as we possibly can as of when we record it. We're looking at about mid-February to record it, so it should be out between the middle and the end of February. How we feel, we don't know the results. We've got a rough idea of what it's coming down to. How are we feeling in terms of next year? How are we feeling for the Fantasy Movie Draft 2026?
I am out for blood this year. I'm not going to lie. I'm gutted about last year. Gutted. Not to give any clues, but I think we all kind of knew I was out of the running. It's between the two lads who are on the podcast with me today. But yeah.
If you're watching this, Lara, I apologise for the stuff that I'm going to ask you to add in to the movie draft edit. Like, I want fucking Mooney quote after Mooney quote after Mooney quote, and if I don't know, but if I win, I want Polly Smack quotes in it. I want fucking Boone quotes in it.
Oh, we just feel sorry for Boone at this point. We just feel sorry for Joseph at this point. What
I will say, I think he's turned a corner.
When I win,
right,
I want high production values. You know, I want adulation.
Confetti
I want
cannon.
all the confetti, all
Pyro.
that. So Lara, take notes. You know, like I want it all.
And if he doesn't win, I want just a sad little fart noise when he introduces himself. Hi, I'm Polly Smack. That's all I need. That is all for this week. That is all for the catch-up this month. We'll be back at the end of February to go through all the things that we've been talking about. If there's any news that drops immediately, more than likely it will be now on TikTok. We're going to start doing some more TikTok lives. So if any news or trailers drop, we will try and get trailer reactions and all that good stuff on TikTok and on the socials. We have reacted to 4 trailers. We have reacted to Daredevil, Maul, Invincible, and Super Mario Galaxy. That's on our social media. That's also on YouTube Shorts. Go and check those out. Give a like. Put in your comments. Are you looking forward to it? Do you care? All that good stuff. Get involved. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. We're going to start ramping up videos in the next coming months. There's going to be some new faces. There's going to be old faces. We're just trying to work around diaries. there's going to be a lovely big brainstorm about how we're going to deal with March and April because there's so much fucking stuff coming out. And then when March and April finishes, that's when the movie season kicks in and it'll all be movie reviews. But it's a lot of good, fun stuff coming here on the With Mates podcast. So get involved in the conversation. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you hit that notification bell so any video that pops up, you will get a notification as to when and where to watch it. But if you want to follow me, I'm at Andolph the Grey. If you want to follow Craig Andrew Mooney, he's at Craig Andrew Mooney. If you want to follow Polly Smack, he is at Stirrit Story. But more importantly, follow us at With Mates Pod on all social media platforms. Subscribe to YouTube. Thanks for watching. Get in the comments section. We'll see you next time. Let's on the Meiji.
I wish I was a little bit of farmer. I wish I had a goat on a moat in a boat in Stoke. I would call her.
Stoke doesn't rhyme with moat.
Yes, it does.